Welcome back, everyone. This, as always, is Zade, and I am back on the TooCrafty vanilla server. As you can see, I am in the Nether. I'm at the Nether hub, in fact, and that is what I'm actually going to be doing today. What? It's already done. So, I actually went to spawn just to do some random stuff, check out some things, see what's happening, and as I was walking back through to go home, I was thinking, they're actually over there, that one's empty. There's one right there, and this one, and that's it. And we've already got, like, the tunnel that's straight through there is already being shared. The tunnel that's over there is being shared. My tunnel is now being shared. We've got people on the server that don't even have nether tunnels yet. And of course, more people may join down the road. And so I figured, you know what, we might as well expand now while we can. And I had an idea that's basically going to use, you can see the sign over there in front of that one, that's my sign claiming that particular one, and then I've also claimed this particular one over here. And basically what my thought was is what I want to do is I want to take this exact design basically, and I want to recreate it here and over there, so it'll be three hubs. So like if this block right here is the hub we're standing in, then it's gonna be this one and this one, except they'll be shifted over slightly. As you can see right here, I dug out part of the room already. Got a couple iron golems in here because the pigmen were spawning like mad on this netherrack. But what I want to do with the design is basically copy this design that Jay made for the original hub, but I want to use a different block type for each section. And I'm not sure what I want to use on the third one yet. I'm debating between a reddish scheme, which would use maybe some netherrack, nether brick, regular bricks, and maybe some of the kind of reddish clays or something like that. Not sure. It's either that or stone base. So it would be like stone brick, regular stone, cobblestone, that kind of stuff. But I've dug this one out already, and in this one I am going to use sandstone. This used to be wool, it burnt up. There was lava like right here, so when I opened stuff up it came and lit that on fire. Yeah, so that's where that went. I'll fix that later. But in here I basically want to use sandstone, so I gotta finish digging it out. But I wanted to show you the concept first, and basically the idea before we get started, so you can see, I'll use smooth sandstone in the floor. You might have just heard my dog bark. Just ignore that. I'm probably going to use regular sandstone in the floor, so it'll have like a smooth top. I'm not sure what I'm going to highlight it with, if I want to use regular stone throughout, or if I want to pick a different slab. We'll see what that looks like. And then I'm thinking on the side we'll have smooth stone, and then the bottom of cobblestone, if I use slabs, will have kind of a gradient texture, so I'll use that in the ceiling. For the pillars, I'm probably going to use, and this is the part I'm not completely sure on, but the pillars I'm thinking about using the chiseled sandstone, which has like the creeper face in it, to make these pillars. And then for this kind of area where they've actually, I guess this is the chiseled quartz, I'm actually thinking about using end stone right here. I think it might kind of have the same effect, but a lot of that I'm just going to have to put it in and see how it looks, and we'll kind of make it up as we go. There's some clays that might match sandstone a little bit as well, so we'll just see how that gets going. But I wanted to just mention that all to you. I'm going to actually finish, I'm going to go get a bunch of sandstone, and I'm going to dig out the floor, and I'm going to start slabbing and doing wonderful things like that and gathering some materials, and I will be back with you when I have made a little bit of progress. Alrighty, I have some progress for you. The first thing I found out, if I tried to line this door up exactly with the other door, which is what I was going to do, basically there would be like this pillar and sandstone here, and then this pillar and sandstone like right there. The problem was it went too far over. That would need the wall to come to right here, and as you can see there's another wall there, and then behind these there's levers that are turning on these lights, so the farthest back I could go was right here. And I checked over on the other side for the next phase. It looks like it's basically the same thing over there. So obviously that's not going to work. So what I did to fix that before I start building, or started building I should say, is I'm gonna make this tunnel. I haven't decided what I'm gonna make it out of. I might just have it be sandstone and stone over there. We'll see. But I'm gonna have this hallway, instead of it just coming instantly into the hub, it'll come in just a little bit, have this little turn in it, and then come out into the hub here. And that way you can see I started experimenting just a little bit right there. I can go over far enough, and there's even a little bit of a gap between the two, so that should work out nicely. I've got a lot of the floor laid down. I'm still digging out the roof. Had a little bit of problems up there. You can see the pigmen. I accidentally punched a pigman while I was up there, and I aggroed a bunch, and so I ran out this door and I walled it off and I killed them all, and I thought they were all dead. So I came back in and I was digging, and there was a little hole in the roof, and there was a pigman spawned in there that was aggressive. So when I dug out underneath him, he dropped down, and I was actually up on some blocks trying to get lava out of the way, so I couldn't run, and I couldn't just stand there because he would kill me, so I killed him, so it aggroed all the pigmen that were up there, and I died, and then I died trying to get my stuff back a second time, but I came back the third time, and was able to do that. I was right by the lava. I lost a bucket and a stack of dirt, and I think that was about it. So not too bad, didn't lose anything important. I almost got this dug out, but I wanted to just show you the progress before I go farther. I'm going to fill in this gap right here before I dig the rest out, because trying to run along this and getting stuck in these holes is annoying. Yes. I dug the top out because it's too high, and now I'm digging out the middle, but I'm going to fill that in and then dig the rest out. But showing you kind of what look I think I'm going to go with. Basically the same concept is out there, we're just using a different color scheme like I was saying. So the idea here is I think I am going to go with the creeper face chiseled stone for the pillars, and then the smooth stone around the edges. I do like the way the end stone looks in there. It brightens it up just a little bit, I think. The light's coming from pumpkins that are a couple blocks down right there, just like outside. Keeping the pumpkins and the spruce leaves exactly how they are out there. And then this is the look I'm going for right here. Get some stuff out of the way so you can kind of see it. Take a screenshot of that for later too. Why not? And yeah, just gonna copy this around the edge. I think I do like the brick actually, so I am gonna have to farm some of that and fill that in. And then I'm going to do sandstone ceiling from underneath. It's got this grainy texture, and so you're gonna see kind of the stairs going up. It has a slightly different texture on the front right there, so you can see the transition. I think it'll be good enough. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep filling it in. The other thing right now, I just stuck some slabs down right here because I don't want any ghasts to spawn. But I'm not sure. Obviously I don't need a portal in the center of this because the portal's over there. I have no idea where a portal here or over there would come out, or what they would link to, or anything like that. So instead of a portal in the middle of these, I'm gonna put something else in this space. I'm just not sure what yet. So for now I'm gonna leave that blank. If you have any ideas of what I could put in the middle of these, hit me up in the comments section. Let me know. That would be splendid. Yeah, so I am going to get back to work, and again, I will be back with you when some of this is filled in a little bit better. Alright, just show you the progress here. I've got it all dug out, got the bushes in the middle and everything. Just have this one last wall to do, then I got to get some more brick slabs, and the ceiling needs to be filled in. And just show you kind of the brick slab drill here. I put a few more in, and I honestly was hoping that I wouldn't like it because it's a pain to farm, but I do. So I'm gonna go find a swamp after this and get that all farmed up. But I have everything to finish the walls, so I'm gonna work on that. Hi Pigman, what do you want? These gas sounds are kind of weird after a while, to be honest with you. I kind of feel like sometimes they sound like a cat sneezing. Well, not really a cat, but just like a sneeze in general. What's the pattern here? Oh, that goes right there. But yeah, so this week, again, let me just remind you right now at the end of the video, I will be doing the viewer question of the week. If you would like to have your question answered next week, go ahead and post it in the comments section below. It can be about anything, whether it's gaming related, Minecraft related in general, it could be YouTube related, or just anything random. And just post your comment in the comment section below this video, and I will pick one of those at least one of those questions, and answer it on next week's episode. And even if your question doesn't get answered in the episode, I will still answer it directly in the comments, so ask me anything you want. Other news, the TooCrafty mod pack. Hopefully you've seen some of the people putting out videos on that. I know a lot of people are having a lot of fun with it. If you have not seen it, let's maybe just do these all at the same time. Check them out. Absolutely check out the videos. The mod pack is a ton of fun, and it is now publicly available. So go ahead and try it out if you would like it. It really is a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm having a great time. The ore spawn alone is crazy. It adds so many crazy things, and even just like normally making your base, a lot of people are finding it's not very simple, because a lot of the mobs that ore spawn adds, it doesn't add the same spawn rules for. So for example, there are a lot of mobs that just completely ignore light levels, so you can't just like build your base and just normally put some torches down or whatever and have stuff not spawn, because it will anyway. It's kind of cool in a way, kind of annoying in a way, but it's a lot of fun. What else is there? I think that's mostly it. My office, I've talked a lot about my office coming in to my actual house. It's all stripped, so to speak. I've got it all gutted. It's just basically a bare room now. No carpeting or anything. It's ready to have a new floor installed. I've got some colors picked out. Maybe I'll tweet those out later, so watch for those. I did tweet out a picture the other day of the gutted room. I'm pretty excited about it. I picked out a bunch of colors at the store, and of course they're all colors that are not naturally stocked. So we have to pick a color, and then we have to order the color and wait for it to get here. But I will have an office very soon. And if you missed it, last week we do have 2 new members on the TooCrafty server. I should throw that in right now. Aniki and Scar, who has actually been on the server for a little over a week now. Aniki just got started. But check out both of their channels. They now both have at least one video up for your viewing pleasure. So check that out. I'm going to go ahead and just finish. I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of what I'm doing with the building process. Again, this is not my design. I cannot take credit for this design, nor will I. This design was created by Jay Plays. All I did was change the color scheme from the quartz that he used out there to the sandstone scheme that I'm using in here. So if you like this design, if you like this type of build, check out Jay's channel. His link will be in the video description like always. He does some pretty cool stuff. Really like his videos. You should definitely check him out. I am going to go ahead and finish these last 3 doorways. They're all I have left. They'll be pretty quick and easy. And then I need to go to the swamp. Gonna farm up some more clay balls so that I can get all of these. I think, I'm just taking a rough guess, but I think I need about 10 stacks of clay balls. So that shouldn't be too bad in a swamp. I was actually farming riverbeds. I wasn't even thinking about it by my area, and Adian mentioned swamps, and I was like, yes, swamps. If you want to farm clay these days, swamps are the place to go. So I will be heading over, finding a swamp. I know where one is, but it's really far away, so I'm going to see if I can find a closer one. Farming up some clay balls, I gotta go to, there's a desert not too far from my base that I will be going to as well because I need to farm a lot more. This is all the sandstone I have left right here in my bags, and I need, that's the wrong sandstone, I need at least enough to completely fill in this roof. I think I calculated it earlier. Should take about a single chest worth of sandstone blocks, and then I can half slab the whole thing, so it shouldn't be too bad. So I'm gonna farm all of that fun stuff. I am going to then finish this side of the hub expansion, and then I will be back with you to show you the finished product plus the question of the week, and I will see you all back in a bit with a finished ceiling and finished walkway highlights. I guess that's what you could call them. Alright, be right back. Alright, just putting in these last few bricks and we'll take a look at it here. I did go to a swamp. I found out there was one pretty close to my base. I think that's all of them. Hopefully that's all of them. I found a couple holes earlier where I had missed one as I was putting them in sections, but I did find a swamp pretty close to my base. I hooked it up with a nether portal so I can come to and from pretty quick and easy. Just looking around making sure. Looks like I got everything. And so I went there, and wow, is it easier to farm clay in a swamp in comparison to rivers. Of course, you used to be able to just go out into the ocean. I have this question ready for just a minute. You used to be able to go out into the ocean, but of course in 1.7 now the oceans are generally covered in gravel instead of sand and clay. But swamps, oh man, I went over there. I put it in the chest over there. I went over there with a silk touch shovel. I farmed up some. I just went through like one little lake, which seriously was like maybe the size of like 2 or 3 of these little sections right here inside this leaf area. Just like maybe about 3 times the size of that. And I got like 9 stacks of clay blocks. Then I fortune 3'd them all so that I'd get max. And it only took about half to finish this. I think it looks pretty good. So the only thing that's not done in here is the middle. If you have any cool ideas for what I should put in the middle, let me know. We'll check that out next episode. The only idea I've had so far is to potentially somewhere, there used to be, our original Nether hub when we first started the server was actually down lower, and there are still a few areas that are connected up down there, and those, the pathways to get down to that area are slowly being covered up. They're slowly disappearing, so I was considering maybe having a staircase go down in one of these and then hooking up to that. Potentially I could then, I don't know, with the other side over there, what would I do over there? I could have a second stair going down, or maybe there is a hole in the ceiling right over there. If I zoom in, it's like right where my crosshairs are sitting. Eventually we wanted to build a gold farm up there, but we haven't done it. Maybe I could have that. But if you have any better ideas, let me know. I need something to put into the middle because we don't have portals in this section. Real quick now, before I get to the question of the week, I wanted to fill in this tunnel real quick, and I'm just gonna kind of wing this real fast. What I was thinking, I guess I need to knock all this out, was just to sort of mimic the design we just created in the hub itself. Let's see, I need that out too. One higher. Oops, knocked out a quartz stair. Where'd that go? My bad, Jay. Relax, I'll put it back. Okay. I'm thinking, let's see, yeah, I'm just thinking like go into the corners and is that spot? Yeah, why is that? That should be one taller. Let me think. Yeah, because this should all be knocked out. Yeah, clear that out. So that should be 5 tall. There we go. This will work. And then on, let's see, it would be this corner. And right here, if this pigment will stay out of the way. Next, in each of the corners, I want to just do this sandstone, the smooth sandstone, right there. And then I need some stairs. Let me just slap that right there. Start with half stack. I don't know how many I'm going to need, but I'm just going to put stairs all the way around here on the bottom and along the top. Oop. Face the right direction. That one did it too. Did you see that? Did you see that stair trying to be sneaky? Go back up there. Well, half stack. That did it perfectly. How about on the other side? Fill in some stairs over here. I don't know if this side is the same. I'm probably going to leave this hole there for now. I'm debating doing a little something with it. So I haven't filled that section in, but I did nicely fill in everywhere else. Boom, boom. Perfect. Again, cool. And then I was just going to take end stone. Just grab a whole bunch. And just fill it in right here. Whoops, not there. Give me that back. I want it. I like to hoard resources, alright? Don't hold it against me. So I'm just going to slap in. Wow, I went up the stairs. That was a failure. Just going to do that. And on this side too. That should have filled in right there. Yeah. I'll do that side off camera. No rush. And then I want to change. Instead of actually going and getting wool for that, I want to just replace the markings on this side with some chiseled sandstone. I can get rid of the sign now. And then I will just fill in the ceiling and the floor with slabs. So just kind of have this little sandstone walkway going in. I think that'll be alright. Just something real simple. Easy. Quick. Sorry, that probably just got dark. Yeah, I have another stack. Good. And then I'll do that side in a second, but I'll just kind of on the inside of these pillars. Don't want to go. We won't worry about that one. It doesn't need to be too light. We'll just do the corners and that one. Sure. We'll go with that for now. I may swap those out. Maybe put some lights there or something. But basic concept, that's all we're going for. From here, that's kind of what you'll be seeing. Yeah, we'll go with that. So that's going to be it for today. Just the last little question here. And then, of course, next week, if I don't end up streaming it during the week, which is possible, next week we'll do a quickie on the other side with most likely a stone theme. So, this week's question of the week, and real quick, before I read this, I just want to remind you, if you want your question answered next week, any subject at all, post it in the comment sections below. I will pick out at least one question. This week's question comes from Kibitz, and the captain, I'm pretty sure it was probably Kibitz. He's the one that we usually chat back and forth. He asked, have you considered doing scheduled weekly live streams? And these guys also have a YouTube channel where they do put out videos, and they are pretty good at it. Very entertaining guys. There's two of them, Kibitz and the captain, two separate people. Go check them out if you don't know who they are. They're very entertaining. As for the question, have I considered doing weekly live streams at specific times? Yes. Yes, I have. I currently work in a job that my schedule is really all over the place, and I don't know what it's going to be usually until like on a Friday or Saturday, sometimes even Sunday, for the Monday through next Sunday. And so that's kind of prevented me from doing it so far. But I never work earlier than 11 a.m., which in my time zone, that is actually 1 p.m. on the East Coast. So I have considered potentially doing a live stream earlier in the morning if I could get myself to get up that early and doing like an early morning live stream. Or there are some days that I usually have off, and so I may try doing one of those days and just kind of, if I ever do randomly have to work, I'd just have to cancel that day. But before I do that, I have mentioned in a few of the episodes I am getting an office in my house, and I am kind of waiting for that before I do a ton more streaming, because where I record right now and stuff is kind of in the open. It's a very public part of the house, if you will, and it's a little harder to have some nice quiet time, especially if I want to face cam and things like that. But once my office is ready, I will be able to live stream a lot more, and I will be hopefully getting up a scheduled live stream so that people will always know when it will happen. So there you have it. One last look at the Nether Hub expansion phase 1. The sandstone side is complete. Let me know what you think of it, and again, if you have any ideas for what could be a centerpiece to replace in, of course, Jay's original hub, he has the portal. I need to replace it with something else. And again, I do want to thank Jay for this wonderful hub design. I really liked it. That's why I just continued it over here, and I'll continue it over there. Again, check out Jay's channel. Thank you, Kibitz and the Captain, for your question. Check them out as well, and check out all the other TooCrafty members, new and old. I will see you all next Monday. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.